How did Nikocado Avocado gain over 200 pounds? Is he now making the biggest comeback in history?
He is seen sobbing while shaving his hair off into a plate of eggs. He is seen having screaming matches with his ex-husband, his now ex-husband. But he has a net worth of $7 million because people will pay to watch you die.
Who in their right mind does a social experiment gaining 250 pounds for 5 years in a row? Y'all are so stupid! Don't believe everything you're told, including from me! And yet y'all believed it.
Good morning. You awake?
So Nikocado Avocado is skinny again. Let's talk about it. Nikocado Avocado has recently flipped the script on all of us. He's lost 250 pounds. The past 2 years were all pre-recorded videos, making it seem like the viewers were in control because he had to be consuming this insane amount of food for the views, for the clicks. But then in the end, shocked us all and revealed that we, as the viewers, were actually the consumers, eating up his pre-recorded videos when really he was getting thinner and thinner by the day. Back to his 2016 vegan self, pretty much.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. So I am the villain.
Crazy. There's a lot to talk about. Let's get into it.
How did Nikocado Avocado gain over 200 pounds? Is he now making the biggest comeback in history? When Nikocado Avocado started doing mukbangs, he was just a skinny vegan violinist weighing 155 pounds. However, after quitting veganism due to health issues, he began adding more and more unhealthy foods to his diet. Then he noticed a correlation. The more unhealthy his foods were, the more attention his videos got.
Today, he eats in excess of 10,000 calories in front of the camera in videos that are entitled, "I Hate Myself," as one example, "Goodbye, YouTube and Life," or celebrating our 700-pound milestone. He is seen sobbing while shaving his hair off into a plate of eggs. He is seen having screaming matches with his ex-husband, his now ex-husband. But he has a net worth of $7 million, and it has landed him in a $2.3 million penthouse in Las Vegas because people will pay to watch you die.
The whole internet is talking about Nikocado Avocado right now, it feels like. And I feel very behind. 2 steps behind. I am always 2 steps behind. Truly. I feel like I should have put out this video like a week ago because I was on it right when it happened. I remember seeing when this video first came out and just being shook. I was just waiting for more content to roll out and I was looking at other people's commentaries on this and just soaking it all in because it's so strange. Let's back up a little bit. Just in case you happen to not know who Nikocado Avocado is, he does a lot of eating content. I don't want to say the word wrong. Is it mukbang? I should know this. But he started when he was vegan. It was very chill content. I remember him back in this time. I watched his videos back when he was vegan and he had his little parrot, Mr. Noodle.
I named him Noodle because he loves noodle.
He made videos with his boyfriend, Orlin. Then I remember seeing a video he posted that he was no longer vegan. And then from there, it just spiraled. It started off chill. He started eating non-vegan fast food.
I think this is my first cheeseburger in 10 years, yeah.
And then from there, it just... yeah. So he posts this video.
2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment of my entire life. To observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet, where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence. People consuming anything that they're told to consume. So I am the villain, because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me, year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain.
And claims that the past 2 years were all pre-filmed videos and in that time he's been losing weight, 250 pounds.
Today I woke up from a very long dream, and I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant. People are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet, and yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone. The joke's on you.
So many questions. Where is the loose skin? He must have had surgery to remove that because you would have loose skin. And he claims it was all an act, all a character.
I'm actually very educated, guys. I know I'm this train wreck on YouTube. It's all on purpose, you know. I'm an actor, okay? I went to acting school for 4 years. Like, it's different, okay? I'm actually a person strategizing what I do. I'm not actually stupid. I'll play the role of stupid because it sells.
But I have questions, I have concerns about that, and we'll get into that later. And where is Orlin in all of this? Where is his husband or ex-husband, whatever the case is now? I got questions.
This is why Nikocado Avocado might actually be a genius. We all know how Nikocado Avocado gained a ton of weight throughout his mukbang videos, getting massive amounts of attention online. But Nikocado recently announced that he has actually started his weight loss journey, already losing over 89 pounds.
I lost 89 pounds, and look at my arms, oh my God. You don't even recognize me, I know.
So, was this his plan all along? Nikocado got all the attention and money he needed, setting himself up for life. This attention worked so well that he was able to afford a $2.3 million penthouse and live a luxurious lifestyle. Now Nikocado can return to a healthier lifestyle while rolling in millions. If this was his plan all along, do you guys think it was worth it?
What's crazy, this was posted in May. This was months ago. You could say this TikTok aged very well, if I do say so myself. So he was talking about losing weight. And this was on a podcast, he mentioned losing weight as well.
Well, you know, my goal, actually, people laugh about it, but it is my goal. Watch, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna do these mukbangs for another year or two, and then see where I'm at, and then I'm gonna lose weight, and then show everyone how to lose weight, doing my thing, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something with weight loss.
Can you see yourself doing, like, lifestyle content? That would be the most ridiculous shift in YouTube history. To watch, you know, $100 worth of KFC to have to lose weight safely.
That's crazy. There's actually been like memes and stuff of Nikocado Avocado being now 3 steps ahead, and he's just like super jacked now. It's funny and all, but he said that he doesn't want to be jacked. He'd rather just be fat or skinny.
Buffocado. Nikocado Avocado.
I like it.
I'll tell you guys a secret. Which, I don't know if it's too much of a secret. I'm sure I've talked about this on the channel over the years. Maybe. I don't want to be buff. I'd rather be fat or skinny. I don't want to be buff. Truthfully, I don't like being buff. I've never been buff, first of all. Can't grow muscle very well.
But I also saw some people were talking about how Nick was losing weight while doing cameos for people. People are like, how did he continue doing those and like no one noticed? But he clearly was losing weight and like forcing like the double chin and stuff to keep the act up.
Listen here, peasant Melody. I'm speaking to you, peasant Melody. I'm a peasant. Now, before you say anything about my what, yes, I lost weight. I lost 89 pounds. I lost 89 lbs. Yes, I still have a double chin. It is what it is.
But you can clearly tell in this, like his face, aside from the double chin, he's clearly losing weight. So basically with the 2 steps ahead, he's saying that everyone thought that he was slowly killing himself with food. Meanwhile, he was getting skinnier and skinnier every day these past 2 years. The whole point of the social experiment was to show people's gullibility and overconsumption, and we're all just ants.
You are the ants.
Following one another, over-consuming all of this content, proving that everyone will believe what they see on social media. The whole experiment was just kind of poorly performed because he was in fact obese. He pre-recorded videos, lost the weight. Like there was no reason not to believe it. It wasn't fake. It wasn't AI. You know, like he genuinely was obese and ruining his body, his health, his mental health of him probably and others around him.
What's wrong? You ruined my life. You ruined my life! You're not sorry, you're never sorry, you never change!
All for a social experiment, or you could say for fame and money and views. And people were commenting, like this one comment, it's the way he was treated as a fat person, and now suddenly people are backtracking now that he lost the weight. But like in his videos, it was all an act, and he was being over the top, disgusting in most of the videos, and he was hurting other people as well. So of course, like, you're gonna get hate for that. Saying that he's fat and sick, you were though. He was 2 steps ahead of us in losing the weight, but everyone's talking like Nick is some genius and he's acting like a movie villain when he literally just pre-recorded videos and lost the weight. This isn't necessarily groundbreaking news. It was shocking to see that he was thin after being, I think he was up to 400 something pounds.
403.0 pounds.
You gained 10 pounds. Ooh, yay!
So good for him. It takes a lot of dedication to take control of your life and gain your health back. It is, though, crazy to see how easy it is to fake your life on social media. It does prove that nobody really knows what's going on in your life. People on the internet can tend to like think that they know you, but you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You only know what people are putting out for you to see. But like, to say that Nick is like an icon, an absolute genius, girl, no. So Nikocado, as of when I'm filming this video, posted this video yesterday, and people are hella confused, to say the least.
I don't have good news to share with you today. I'm actually really triggered. And let me tell you why. It's actually your fault. So let me break it down for the low IQs out there, which is actually most of you. I made a YouTube video and I said, I'm 2 steps ahead. My whole life is premeditated. It's calculative. It's manipulative. My life has been a social experiment. Joke's on you. I'm actually really smart. And what was the result of that video? Millions of people believed it. Y'all have the IQs of a bag of rocks. I could literally dye my hair blue and say it's always been blue, and half y'all will believe it. Yes, because I just acted gaining 250 pounds. Who in their right mind does a social experiment gaining 250 pounds for 5 years in a row? Y'all are so stupid. Yes, see this double chin? Yes, I acted this out for 5 years in a row. For what? For clicks? We've all been played by this evil genius. Oh my God. I literally typed up a Batman monologue and read it on camera. I'm scared for society, actually. Okay? I'm a little afraid. Y'all need to go to school. Learn something. Think outside the box. Don't believe everything you're told, including from me. And yet y'all believed it. That's actually scary.
Clearly pre-filmed. People are like, wait, did he actually not lose the weight? He did, because first of all, he posted this TikTok of himself doing the apple dance. It's a silly little viral dance on TikTok to one of the songs on Charlie's album. It blew up like this summer, so it's clearly recent. And also, someone ran into him in Vegas saying that he did in fact lose the weight.
If anyone's wondering if Nick Avocado's weight loss is real, I'm in Vegas where I just met him. It is most definitely real. You guys need to understand, he wants all this controversy. He wants you to believe he didn't lose all the weight. He's getting paid from this. This is all part of the experiment. But I will say this, Nick's smart and he is getting paid.
Exactly. This is exactly the reaction that Nick wants. Because he could have put a lot of content out there of him losing the weight and such, the whole process. It wouldn't have the same hype. Rather than just losing the weight, posting the video of him now skinny, people wouldn't have flipped out like they are now. I just don't understand the whole talking in this like villainous voice. Like, what is the point?
Yes, it's really me. I am not AI. I am not a clone. I am a real person.
Yes, with you being a real person, can you please stop talking in this creepy AI-ish voice? Like, what is going on?
I would like to know how I can prove to you that I'm real. There are currently news agencies publishing articles about me being artificial intelligence. There's a video on TikTok with 15 million views saying that I am not real. How can I prove to you that I am real?
I don't know, maybe just try talking like a human being?
I'm not AI. I am real. I'm not a clone. It's kind of crazy how many people are saying I'm AI.
I think it's just crazy that he started off just eating a plate of food and it spiraled into this. I couldn't do it. I could not put my body through that just for money and fame. It's not for me. Now, in this viral video that he posted, he's wearing a panda mask to cover his face so he could do the grand reveal. And just the first thing that I thought of when I saw the panda mask was Stephanie Soo.
Nikocado Avocado using his platform to threaten me and to bully me.
Now, if you don't know who Stephanie Soo is, she does eating content, she does true crime podcasts, which I love. And this girl does not do drama. She stays far away from it. So when she posted a video titled "Why I'm Scared of Nikocado Avocado," of course everyone was like floored by this, or like, what is going on? Everyone was talking about it in 2019, I believe it was. Let's jump into that.
Let's talk about the Nikocado Avocado and Stephanie Soo drama that shook the mukbang community to its core. It's December 21st, 2019, right in the thick of Vlogmas, when popular mukbang creator Stephanie Soo posts a 47-minute video titled "Why I Am Scared of Nikocado Avocado." Nick had also recently experienced drama with another mukbang creator named Veronica Wang, and in order to fully understand the Stephanie Soo situation, we gotta revisit that. Back in 2018, a parody YouTube channel called Shukbang posted a video making fun of Veronica Wang and Stephanie Soo, and at first, both women seemed to take the video as the joke that it was. But shortly after, I guess the joke was over because Veronica Wang submitted 2 copyright strikes for content on that channel because of all of the hate that she was getting from those videos. Eventually, Shukbang agreed to publicly apologize to Veronica Wang and another creator who had submitted copyright claims in exchange for them rescinding the claims and saving the channel from being banned. And Nikocado Avocado was not happy. Why was Shukbang publicly apologizing and bending to Veronica's drama when they did nothing wrong? Nick and Veronica went back and forth about this for a hot minute.
I will defend myself. More tea? Oh, honey. We're just getting started.
Meanwhile, Stephanie Soo was friendly with both of them, so she was kind of caught in the middle, but doing her best to stay out of the drama. Until her video on December 21st, where she claimed that Nikocado Avocado had threatened and manipulated her. According to Stephanie, Nick had asked her if she wanted to collab on a mukbang video together multiple times, and she'd refused because the Shukbang drama was too fresh and she didn't want to appear like she was taking a side. They eventually decided to meet up with another mukbanger, Zach Choi, and they had an amazing dinner together. Nick was super open and lax about all of the drama, and Stephanie got a little comfortable and started to shit talk Veronica a little bit. Stephanie and Veronica just had 2 very different personalities, and Veronica had done a few things to kind of irk her a little bit. It was all super petty, small stuff. Anyway, after this outing, Nick and Stephanie got a little bit closer. Stephanie had experienced something really traumatic in her own home, so she was very intense about security, and Nick was the same way. So they would chat about alarm systems and security cameras and all that stuff while also getting a little bit more personal with each other. So by the time December 2019 rolls around, Stephanie feels comfortable collabing with him, and they decide to film a bunch of videos together over the course of a weekend. So Nick comes to her house, they film, all is fine, and the next day they meet up with Zach Choi to collab again. Before their second video, they start talking about what they want to discuss in the next one, and Stephanie starts to get a little freaked out.
Nick said it very assertively, we're gonna talk about Veronica and we're gonna spill all the tea.
Stephanie's really not trying to spill any tea, and Nick catches her off guard because he's asking her, well, if you didn't want to talk about Veronica, then why did you tell me yesterday that you did? So now she's racking her brain like, what the hell did I say yesterday?
He had mentioned, I think that we need to talk about Shukbang because everyone's gonna be talking about it in the comments. I felt like I was comfortable mentioning Shukbang, addressing it to the capacity of me and Nick. We have no ill will towards each other. It's all over, we're friends now,
So clearly there was a little bit of miscommunication. Nick's a little upset that Stephanie doesn't want to be messy, but they move on with the collab as planned. It starts getting weird again when Nick starts to come for Stephanie on camera.
What did you want to share? Or do you change your mind now?
And he's really not letting it go. He's hyping it up for the viewers, he's interrogating her. She's just in this kind of awkward situation where she doesn't want to make Nick mad, but she also feels like she's being set up and exposed for the little bit of shit she did talk about Veronica in confidence. Stephanie is so uncomfortable after this that she doesn't even want to stick around to film the next video that they'd planned out. Like, she's on the verge of tears, but she can't worm her way out of it. She's up until 7 a.m. in hysterics and ends up sleeping through the next collab that she'd planned with Zach and Nick. So she wakes up that afternoon and texts in their group chat that she's been in and out of sleep all day, she doesn't really feel well, and has a lot of sponsored content to film, so she's gonna have to flake on their collab. Obviously, this was a little white lie. In reality, she just didn't want to fuck with Nick anymore. She was done collabing with him. It was just too weird at this point. Nick is annoyed because he's been waiting for her for hours, and now she's giving this stupid excuse. Eventually, she has no choice but to come clean and tell the real reason why she doesn't want to meet up. He ends up trying to FaceTime and call her 8 times to sort this out, and when he gets no answer, he takes to Instagram and threatens threatens to expose her. Now Stephanie sees this mention of audio clips and is getting paranoid that Nick had secretly recorded her. I mentioned earlier that she's really intense about her security, right? So she goes back through her home security footage to see if anything's amiss. When she rolls back the tapes, so to speak, she finds footage of Nick secretly taking photos of her house when she was in the bathroom. So now she's extremely worried about what the hell he's gonna do. According to Nick, this did not happen the way that Stephanie said it did. Stephanie gave Nick and his husband a full-fledged tour of her house, and he had taken pictures, but not while she was in the bathroom. She saw everything. She wanted Nick to see her house. She wasn't afraid of anything, and she let him take the photos. Now moving on to the Veronica Wang of it all. Nick was saying that Stephanie was not as innocent as she was trying to make herself look. Apparently Stephanie wanted to make a Shane Dawson-inspired docu-series about the whole shukbang controversy, and according to the text that Nick was sharing, Stephanie was going to make this more of a hit piece for Veronica and a redemption arc for Nick. The fact that Stephanie was planning this docu-series in the first place made Nick feel like she wanted to talk about the drama and spill the tea. Nick also assured his viewers that he never secretly recorded audio of Stephanie. Stephanie's response to him mentioning the audio clips got him thinking, if you're so innocent and you didn't say anything wrong, why would you be worried about a secret audio clip? Overall, Nick was deeply offended by Stephanie's video and her accusations. There was this small drama channel called Hushbong that was claiming that Nick had copyright struck their videos about his beef with Stephanie Soo, which was so ironic because the whole basis of all of this was Nick defending free speech. Days after Nick's response video went up, Stephanie posted a 52-minute manifesto further exposing Nick and his lies. While Nick was talking about how Stephanie had interrupted his collab with Zach and wormed her way in, it had actually been Zach to suggest that she come along because the video would perform better, and Nick agreed. Going into this collab, she and Zach were aware that there could potentially be a problem, and Zach had asked Nick before they started filming if he was going to bring up Veronica, and he said no. So they both were kind of ambushed by the whole thing. It felt like a setup. Stephanie thought that if we all saw the footage of this mukbang, we would understand why she went home and stayed up all night crying.
He refuses to release it for whatever reason. Please release it. You have my full consent, and let the people decide. Was I making faces to set you up, or was I truly scared?
On the other side of the coin, Stephanie was ready to release her home security footage of Nick taking pictures of her house while she was in the bathroom. But legally, she couldn't release the footage without his permission. So, if he had nothing to hide, surely he would give her permission, right? No, he didn't. Stephanie denied ever giving Nick a full-fledged house tour. The photo that he took of her kitchen was just supposed to be of her lighting setup. And the setup is in the picture, but it's in the back corner, and the shot is really wide. So clearly he was just trying to get a picture of her kitchen for God knows what reason. Not to mention, in that photo he shared, he exposed a monitor on her kitchen counter with all of her security camera footage, which is exactly the kind of stuff that she did not want on the internet. Obviously, if people know where your security cameras are, they can avoid them and break into your house more easily. But since the monitor was already out there, Stephanie pointed out that if you looked very closely, this was a different image than the one that he took when Stephanie was in the kitchen with him. If you look at the monitor, you can see that he's in her kitchen alone. Nick didn't do another deep dive rebuttal video. He wouldn't even say Stephanie's name anymore because she'd gotten lawyers involved. All he said was,
You girly. You.
Nick came for Zach again in another video. He was really dragging it, and then he moved on to going after Veronica Wang again. All of these videos, all of this drama happened over the span of a month. All of the parties involved moved on. They went back to their mukbangs and ASMR videos, and all the Chronically Online folks have are the memories and the videos that none of them have taken down. Thank you.
So there was a lot of drama happening between those two. And even if you were not invested in their content, maybe you were invested in the feud between them. But Stephanie Soo's husband, to protect his privacy online, wears a panda mask so that his identity isn't revealed. So when I saw Nikocado Avocado wearing a panda mask, I was confused, and I was wondering if that was a jab at Stephanie Soo. I was seeing that people were saying that Nikocado already had the panda mask years ago. It's just a weird choice. It's not a great look. So I just wanted to bring that up. Now I am fairly sure that Stephanie Soo is not the type to get involved in fake drama. So I think this all that went down was legit. For him to claim that it was all a character, why were you hurting people emotionally? You know what I mean? Like, even the clips of him and Orlin, I'm sure Orlin helped out with the whole character and the drama and all of that to bring in views, but like, this is just awful. Like, that's actually devastating to watch. Which leads me to my next question, where is Orlin at? Did he also lose the weight? Is he still around? Were the arguments in fact fake? All of them? Some of them? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Now, comparing Nikocado's old videos, even the recent videos that he's posted where it's like, we woke up from a bad dream, as he said in his video.
It was a long 8 years, wasn't it? It was a long 8 years. And I didn't think that it would have gone this long, but it did. And it was like a bad dream that, yeah, it was like a really bad dream that we were waiting for it to be over. We're so excited. We woke up. Yay! We woke up from the bad dream.
We're right back in 2016. You can clearly tell that it was, in fact, a character that he was putting on.
Take your shoes. Stop. Ouch, my belly.
I got your fupa, sweetie. Yeah, goodbye.
And there's clips of him even breaking the character. This whole situation is just kind of crazy. I don't really know what to think. I wanted to make this video to see what you guys think, so let's have a conversation about this in the comment section. I mean, everybody on the internet seems to be talking about this, so I wanted to get in on the conversation. If he's always 2 steps ahead, what are his next plans? What is he up to right now? What is he scheming? I find it so funny. I've seen TikTok videos of people saying that Nikocado has his dream body before they had their dream body, so they're like locked in at the gym now. They're grinding now because they cannot let Nikocado be skinnier than they are. It's just, the internet is too much. But I think that's all I have to say on Nikocado Avocado for now. Again, let's talk about this in the comment section. I love you guys and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!